took place. So I want you to think spiritually. I want you to think like John here. John was already kind of going there with us. Spiritually, what do weddings signify as we go through Scripture? And it's Old Testament, New Testament, all over Revelation. When it talks about a wedding, spiritually, what's many times using that language? What's described by that language? Our relationship with God. I mean, it says that Christ came as the groom, or the church is the bride. In the Old Testament, God's people were His bride, and there's all through Scripture, God's relationship with His people is many times uses this kind of picture of a wedding and stuff. So it's like, okay, well maybe there's a little bit more to it than that. It's this neat picture here in this way. Well, if the wedding is a picture of God's relationship with His people, then think about this. And when Mary says, well, the wine has run out. If marriage is a picture of God's relationship with His people, and the wine runs out, what might that mean at the spiritual level? The wine has run out. Yes?
Well, you're having there's a conflict in your relationship with God here that somebody needs to step into.
Okay, there's a conflict that somebody needs to step into. Okay. I think that's getting us in the right direction. I think we can go a little bit further than that, and so you'll do it yourself.
Also, in the whole thing here, if in my mind, if this was a very wealthy wedding, they would be able to provide all the wine they needed.
Yeah.
However, this is showing here that Jesus has come in this, and He's providing a way for this relationship for everyone, even the commoner people that are in society here.
Just, I definitely, we agree that this is kind of a common man's wedding, which again, I think the relationship with God with His people is a common man's wedding, in a sense. Tim, what's going on here? The wine has run out. Go ahead.
Well, in many cases, when the alcohol starts to run out, the party starts to run out. And this is a celebration. So if we're celebrating God's presence on earth, then we don't want that to end too soon.
Okay, so we don't want the party to run out too soon. All right? Yes? The bride trusts in the bridegroom to provide. And so how does that help us understand the significance if the wine ran out? God supplies already. I think we continue to, but let's particularly think of what would it mean if our relationship with God is like a picture of a wedding, but the wine has run out. Sean, if I put this expensive Southern Seminary education, here it is, here's a chance. It's going to make all that investment worth it. Here it goes.
I'm thinking about the eternal wedding supper of the Lamb.
Yes.
And Jesus saying at the Last Supper, I'll not drink of the fruit of the vine until I drink with you again.
Right.
At the eternal wedding supper of the Lamb, so the wine will never run out.
But it has run out. It has run out. So what would it mean for the wine to run out? Now here, you spent a lot of money. Mark has spent money on his seminary education as well. So Mark, here's your big chance. Here it is.
As a matter of total, I never went to seminary.
Okay.
My thought is, all these hundreds of years, they heard nothing from God.
Yes.
And there was a sense that the Holy Spirit had sort of exited the situation.
Yeah.
And wine often represents the presence of the Holy Spirit. So Jesus is bringing that back in.
Okay, so, what does it mean that the wine has run out? Julia, who has, living with Ivan is like having a seminary education. So,
human efforts have failed for the relationship to flourish. And a divine...
the law cannot provide salvation. The wine has run out because the old way has run its course. This is Jesus who comes along and says, hey, listen, it's a wedding feast, but I got to tell you, the old way of doing it, the wine's run out. It was there for a season, but it's run out. And there's a need for new wine. This is just me. This isn't just me. I think this is right here in Scripture. Michael?
Like I said yesterday, we're a new creation.
Yeah, we're a new creation, and the old creation has run its course. And the old covenant, the old relationship between God and His people, it's run its course. The wine has run out. It's the party's over, Tim. It's gone as long as it could, but we ran out before we got to the end. And so I think here, when on the spiritual level, when they got this wedding feast is going on and the wine's run out, it's the old covenant has run its course. The old covenant, which is the law, where you act like this, God will do this, you do this, and that was just until we get to this time of Christ. And so Christ is here now, and so the old wine, the old covenant has run out. Let's keep moving forward before we run out of time. All right. Then Jesus.